Hey guys, so I wanted to make a quick video with some Airbnb tips. So first you want to look and see what properties you have available to you right now. Do you have an extra basement? Do you have an extra room? Is there a relative that has extra space where you can work out some sort of agreement and say, hey, let me rent out this space for you. I'll give you X amount of dollars. They may be inclined to do it just for some extra money, and you can try this investment out without taking out a loan or signing a lease. Just try it out. If you don't have that option, if you don't have an existing space, that's totally fine. You now have the option to either rent an apartment or to purchase a property and then use that as an Airbnb. If you're starting out, I would probably recommend renting an apartment just to get a feel for it. If you're interested in buying a property anyway, it's kind of like a double whammy where you're gonna own this property, and if you decide to do Airbnb and you like it, you can continue, and if you don't, you could do the traditional 12-month leasing option. So yeah, it just depends on where you're at and if you're ready to make this purchase. So if you're going to rent an apartment, you're going to want to ask for permission. That avoids any future headaches, because at some point they're going to find out that you're Airbnb-ing. So just to think more long term. I'm going to make a separate video about asking for permission because it is a little lengthy and there's so many different ways of going about it. So once you do have your Airbnb, you're going to want to furnish and design it as in the best way possible to separate your space from all the other listings nearby and just make people more inclined to book it. Then management is probably the next most important thing. Management and your team. So whether you're going to be doing the cleanings or if you're going to be hiring a company to do the cleanings, you just want to make sure that everything is streamlined, and I would recommend automating your listing as much as possible. So if you're going to be using a cleaning company to do your cleanings, you want to add them as a co-host. This way they can see your calendar, they know exactly when a guest is coming, when a guest is leaving. This way you don't have to, hey, I need you here, hey, I need you there. They should know, they can manage it. If you're doing them yourself, then obviously you pay attention to your calendar and you make sure that everything is cleaned prior to your new guests arriving. Now, two things that I'm gonna share with you guys that actually help me with managing my listings so much. I'm not affiliated with any of these companies, I'm just sharing the knowledge. But I use SmartBnB, which was like an automated response service for guests. You would just type in, your address, whatever information about your listing, and it sent automatic like check-in messages, checkout messages, review messages, how's your stay going messages. It was amazing, and it's like $10 a month. In addition to that, I use a call answering service based here in the US, where essentially if a guest had a question, they had the number to the call answering service. So they would answer all the calls. They had a script of all the common things guests would call about, like Wi-Fi, parking, check-in instructions, all that good stuff. And then if there was any sort of emergency, or if it was Airbnb directly, they were allowed to give out my personal number. This just helps because, especially when you have multiple listings, you're gonna have people calling you all hours of the day, for lockouts, for just everything, and you want to be available to your guests. It's really important for reviews. It's a review-based business. So I would definitely recommend that. And then just keeping track of your inventory. You never want to run out of clean sheets, towels, toilet paper. Oh, that was a whole nother issue during COVID. Can you imagine having all these listings and not being able to get toilet paper? I got real creative about that one, but it worked out, thank God. Yeah, so those are my tips. I hope this helped. I will be making more videos in the future with more Airbnb tips.